right, hello guys. Good morning. If you are watching this right now, we're gonna be doing, excuse me, we're gonna be doing a collective reading, okay, instead of all signs Aries to Pisces, but it's still for everybody, okay. It is for anybody who resonates with this. Let things play out. Um, Keep in mind that it is a collective reading, so you know, if a message doesn't make sense right now when you watch it, let things play out, of course, okay? Because sometimes readings play out months later, sometimes they play out, a week later, days later, it really just depends on who you are, your situation, if you leave the house, obviously if you don't leave the house and we're talking about, oh, you might go to this event or blah, 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 you know, you're probably not gonna experience it, okay? So please use common sense when watching tarot, not just on my channel but anybody else's, okay? um this is a timeless reading, of course, so keep that in mind as well. Also, in at 11 no at noon today, which is in 6-ish hours, 5.5 hours from now, I'm going to be doing another Cash App Live, okay? So if you are interested in personal readings, make sure to come over there, okay? I have a new thing going for during my lives only for personal readings. It is going to be $6 for a mini reading if you just want one question. If you just want one full reading, it's going to be $10, okay? And if you want 3 questions, it's only 15. Okay, so it is a deal. I think that's fair for right now, okay? It's not too expensive. It's perfectly priced if I'm asking myself, okay? So, let's see. Give me a second. Give me a second, and I will timestamp the the sections, okay? It's not, hopefully it's not going to be too long. But I know I haven't done a reading in like 7 days, so here we are, okay? Excuse me. Let me pull this up real quick. Keep in mind, yes, even if certain odd things happen during my lives, it's a if I say it's a message, it's probably a message, okay? So what you may see as like how could that be a message? Watch, for somebody it's gonna play out. It's gonna play out and y'all are gonna be like, oh, that did happen, I didn't think just because she was flipping cards, or she wasn't flipping cards at the moment, that couldn't have been a message. If I say it's a message, it's probably a message, okay? I'm a channeler, all right? That's one of the biggest reasons why I started my channel, okay? Is because I am a intuitive reader, okay? As long as, or not as well as reading cards, okay? I've been reading tarot for over 7 years now. It's nothing new to me. My platforms are just new to me, okay? Um, this is not anything new, okay? So anyways, let's see. Let's start with your love life collective, okay, for the next 7 days. And whenever you're watching this, if you see this video 5 months later, 5 years later, click it if it pops up on your feed, okay? This is for you, okay? So let's see. Just making sure the sound is okay. All right, good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so let's get started. And yes, I will timestamp correctly, okay? So don't worry. And I will be trying to get channeled songs for you guys throughout this reading, okay? Let's see. I hope the quality stays decent. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll timestamp it. Don't worry, don't worry. Plus nobody's in here. So I'm gonna check if Nightbot pops up. Alright, we'll see. We'll see if it pops up. Let me turn that down. Yay, it did. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, it popped up differently, but it's okay. Either way. That's the message for later for the Cash Up Live, okay? Alright. Ooh, okay, collective. So the reading technically starts at 6 minutes and 7 seconds, okay? So, collective. Somebody may be claiming that they did not sleep with somebody, okay? Man or woman. I'm hearing Monica Lewinsky, okay? Molly and that whiskey, she, what is that song? By G-Eazy, okay? Where he's like, Molly and that whiskey. That's Monica Lewinsky. No, 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 no. Okay, it's something about that. Somebody could be on drugs or, yeah, because Monica Lewinsky's playing by G-Eazy. Go listen to it if you don't know it, okay? But he says, like, I did not have relations with that woman, okay? Somebody could be denying that they slept with somebody or did something with somebody, okay? Um, so that could be a message for somebody. Let's see. Somebody's name could be Monica. Somebody also could be from like Washington D.C. or Washington, okay? Also, I'm getting some channel messages right now. Also, some of you guys could be looking up something to do with like politics, okay, or the White House. Some of you guys, I don't know. I don't know who's watching me ever, you know what I'm saying? But somebody could work for the government like that, okay, or something like that. Well, let's see. What's going on for my collectives next 7 days when it comes to their love life? You know what? I'm going to use Oracle for that because, yeah. If you're mad about the spaces between the actual reading, that's why I timestamp it, okay? So just go in the comments and then click it, you know? I'll timestamp it after. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we have blame on me now too, okay? So collective, somebody could be blaming you for something or, you know, somebody could have been afraid of getting, you know, too attached in a certain love situation, okay? And somebody could have felt like loved on. I meant to say led on, okay? Somebody could have felt led on, and now they're kind of like facing the consequences of, yeah, being played, okay? And I don't want to say consequences, okay? Because I don't think that's the right word, but that's what I heard, okay? Somebody could be facing the effects of being led on, okay? Somebody's hurt. Somebody's not happy with how somebody let things happen or let things go on, okay? Anyways, let's get into the cards here. Let's see what is going on for my collective for their love life for the next 7 days. Somebody could be born in spring, okay? You could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini, or a Cancer, okay? Maybe even Aquarius. Yeah, somebody could be feeling lonely or like they're fated to be alone right now. Why? Or you may be feeling that way. Hopefully not. That's not true, okay? And we have sexual protection, okay? Um, I'm also hearing like streetwalker, woman of the night, okay? I don't know what that's about, but somebody could be someone who does work in like, I don't know, the industry, or they could be a dancer. You could be a dancer. Somebody may just need to protect themselves sexually, okay? And that could be making them feel like they're going to be alone for a long time, okay? When that's not the case. It's just a matter of you know, protecting yourself as best as you can and being cautious about who, we put ourselves around and where we go, and, always have a backup plan. You guys know I always tell you that, okay? Um, but just because certain things happen in life, no matter what your situation is, just because certain things happen, um, don't give up on what you deserve, okay? Don't give up on the idea of love, because you can have love. It's you got to heal, though. You got to take time out for yourself to, actually be alone and actually, heal yourself, because you really can't heal through other people. You know what I'm saying? You cannot. You could try, you know what I'm saying? You can try to meet new people and meet new friends and stuff and try to like latch onto their good energy, but that makes you a vampire, that makes you a emotional vampire after a while, because if you're only feeling happy when you go around people instead of like within your own security and your own alone time, you're not really happy. You're not really healing, because your true healing shows when you're forced to be alone. Your true healing shows, when you're faced with situations that trigger you. You know what I'm saying? So somebody needs to, or you guys might be able to kind of realize that in the next 7 days, okay? Especially when it comes to your love life. You're not fated to be alone. You're not, you know, the world's not gonna be against you forever, okay? So I don't know why I said it like that, but some of you guys may feel like, people are always, trying you, or, trying to bother you, or, fuck you over or something, okay? It's not gonna be like that forever, all right? Just you got to heal, though, okay? You have to do certain things and kind of look in the mirror sometimes and, say, hey, I don't want this to happen anymore, so I'm not going to let it happen anymore. Or I'm going to do everything I can to prevent this from happening anymore, okay? So it's about accountability, too. I know some people don't like to hear that, but on my channel, we take accountability, okay? So anyways, let's see what's going on for my collectives. Love life for the next 7 days. The sun is coming up. Yeah, some of you guys don't feel whole, okay? Or somebody around you could be feeling like this, okay? Like they're meant to be alone. And if you do have a friend like this, or somebody who, is just down in the dumps or something, try your best to be there for them. But at the same time, you can't coddle everybody, right? Because if you do, they're not learning. Like I just told you guys about the healing thing. If you are always trying to heal through other people, you're not healing, you're using people and their good energy. You're becoming a vampire to these people, and they might even grow to resent you because you only come around when you're upset. You know what I'm saying? So be careful of that, okay? Even if it's you, or you could be dealing with somebody around you who's just like, you know, they might have some sort of like codependency thing going on, okay? Let's see, and we have deception, okay? Scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits, okay? Some of you guys may need to be careful of, falling back into bad habits, whether it's like substance abuse or toxic ways, okay? Because you guys know I always tell you, addiction does not always mean alcohol, drugs, pills, whatever. It could mean sex. Somebody could be falling back into a sex addiction. Somebody could be falling back into a food addiction, okay? Even if it means not eating food, you know what I'm saying? So, just be careful of that this week, okay? And this is the love portion of your video, collective, so you might be dealing with a lover like this, okay, who does have these types of problems, okay? Let's see, what's going on for my collectives love life for the next 7 days? Some of you guys need to be more creative, okay? Or if you have a partner, because this is the love portion, you know, some of you guys need to work on being creative with how you heal, or heal through creative activities, okay? Paint, draw, you can go to a rage room if you want to, if you're angry, there's nothing wrong with that. But instead of falling back into toxic habits or addictions and things like that, or if it's your partner, take it how it resonates. Whoever has this issue needs to start picking up something healthier so that, they don't lose themselves in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? It's healthy to draw. It's healthy to write. It's healthy to, you know, step out into nature, go take a walk, you know, do certain things like that. And I know that's annoying to hear when you're depressed and stuff, but it's true. Okay, it's true. I didn't want to hear it when I was like really, 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 really depressed and shit throughout my life, you know. But as someone who finally came out of that shit, you know what I'm saying? After basically my whole life, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you firsthand, yes, I should have been at least trying to step outside, to go for a walk, to eat healthier, you know what I'm saying? Here comes this damn mailman. Okay, some of y'all might be receiving a paper or something, okay? I'm gonna let him pass. Lord, why does he come so late? I mean, it's early, but let me shut up before he hears me. Oh God, come on, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so rude, sorry. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, somebody's, oh my God, his hairline is receding so bad, okay? Somebody, you may have a lover who has a really bad hairline, man or woman, okay? Because his was up his head, okay? Like, he might as well shave that shit, okay? Some of y'all, your partner may be shaving their hair or their beard or something, okay? Anyways, let's see. What's going on for my collective's love life for the next 7 days? Make sure to like the video if you're in here, okay? Damn, okay. What is this? Frenemy, snake? Y'all need to be careful of, if you have friends around your lover, and I know you shouldn't have to worry about, you know, your friends trying to fuck on your lover or something, but somebody needs to be careful, okay? Frenemy, snake, we're talking about your love life collective, okay? Pay attention to the signs, okay? Signs and synchronicities. Some of you guys could have already dealt with something like this where you had to watch, or you found out that a friend was doing something behind your back, okay, with the lover of yours or something like that. And I would hope, you know, because tarot can be flipped, you know, if it's the case, I hope it's not you messing with your friend's person behind their back, okay? But some of you guys, for the majority of you, you need to be careful of who you call your friend, okay? Your friend may not be your friend. Your friend may actually enjoy seeing you, you know, in a happy situation and taking that from you, okay? Or trying to, okay? So let's see what's going on for my collective. Pregnancy test, okay? Be careful of pregnancy as well. And we have rest. If you are pregnant already, okay, some of you guys need to, you know, try to rest more, okay? Some of y'all might be the type of people who, even though you're pregnant, you know, you still go to work. You still work like 10 hours a day. You still do all that. You still try to lift boxes and whatnot, okay? So I'm not saying all of y'all are pregnant, but somebody could already be pregnant, or maybe your lover is pregnant. If you have a lover, especially if you're a man, if you have a lover and your lover is pregnant, why are you watching your woman struggle? Okay, I'm just a question, okay? Because if you notice your woman, your wife or whoever, it should be your wife, but even if it's not, um, doing hard labor while she's pregnant, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Okay, that could be why you're if you're a man, that could be why your wife feels like insecure because she doesn't have a real man to step up for her. She's got to be the man. That's crazy if you have a man and you're the man in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Somebody needs to reevaluate who they are dealing with, even if you are already pregnant, okay? Just because you're pregnant with somebody does not mean you have to stay with them. And I'm talking to the women right there, okay? Especially if the man has not even stepped up. We got Leo energy. Could be some of y'all could be dealing with a Leo, okay? Yeah, at the bottom of the deck here too, red lipstick stains. Especially if you're a woman, and if you are pregnant, that does not mean you have to stay with the father of your kid. Because what I'm seeing here is someone who's not even stepping up. Okay, so reconsider. And sometimes instead of, you know, my opinion on the whole baby daddy, baby mama situation, if someone is pregnant, oh, there's a bunny. If somebody is pregnant and your kid's father's not stepping up, you got to do what you got to do as a woman to figure out how to take care of you and your child. Because begging someone to do better when they've chosen over and over to not do better, that's kind of like insanity. Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is insanity. You know what I'm saying? So even when it comes to love, or even if you have a kid's father or kids already, even if it's a baby mama who doesn't want to step up, that could be the case too. Okay, either or. Stop begging somebody to do better when they've shown you time and time again that they're not going to. Okay? Because after you just get drained. That's on you at that point, you know. So I'm not gonna say too much about that anymore, but you know, you have to take certain situations in life and just just do better, keep pushing. Okay, that's a big part of my channel, is to keep fucking moving. Okay, do not stay stuck. All right. um there's single mothers who do it all the time. There's single mothers who take care of multiple kids at once, all the time, on their own. You know what I'm saying? You have to figure it out throughout life. Even if it gets really tough, you have to figure it out. Okay? Sometimes nobody's going to save you, and that's the case. Okay? Um, and if you don't have kids already, and please at least try to be married before you do even consider pregnancy, okay? Because if a man acts funny about a ring, what makes you think he's going to be serious about a child? Something lifelong. You can get rid of a divorce. You can't get rid of a kid unless you're a crazy person, okay? I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. All right. A baby does not keep someone. And if you're a man who's trying to trap a woman, thinking that she's going to be there for you, or you could just pop up on her anytime you want, no, like I said, just because a woman has a baby or your kid does not mean she has to be with you. It doesn't mean that, okay? Some of y'all could have somebody like this around you, or that you've dealt with, okay, that's watching you. Could be someone born in the winter. Let's see, what's going on for my collective's love life, okay, for the next 7 days. Yeah, you got to put up boundaries with somebody, collective, okay? Maintaining boundaries, resisting temptation. I feel like you want something to be very surface level, or you don't see anything deep with somebody. Somebody is trying to trap you or keep you stuck, and you don't trust them. You know that they're deceptive. You know that they're a snake, or they've snaked you before, been deceptive towards you before. I feel like some of you guys finally do want a break from this person, okay? Or the next 7 days, you might be taking a break from love in general. Even if you do have kids, you might be saying, all right, I'm gonna have the kids go to grandma's house for the weekend or whatever while I take a break, okay? Some of y'all could be doing that, because I'm getting a few scenarios here. But anyways, let's see. That's why I don't have kids, because Lord, it sounds messy, it sounds exhausting. I'll be damned if I have to wake up and I can't go back to sleep because I have kids. Are you kidding me? Hell no. And I know y'all, sometimes are like, oh, kids are such a blessing. Then why do y'all act like y'all regret it 24/7? But I digress. Okay. Anyways, let's see. What, some of y'all could be going to church, okay? Or you could be religious, or dealing with somebody religious in the next 7 days when it comes to your love life, okay? You and your lover may have different beliefs, okay? Somebody is also very protective of their belief system, okay, when it comes to love. Like if you meet somebody new, or if you're dealing with somebody, your partner or whoever you're dealing with could be very protective, or I don't think it's in a bad way. I think it's more so like, this is what I believe in and you're not going to disrespect it, So even if you are dating casually or whatever, you may meet somebody who just believes in something way different than you, or maybe you don't believe in the same things at all as this person, and that's okay. I feel like if you really love somebody, you will understand that when it comes to religion, unless it like is like some fucked up rules or whatever, you'll let them believe in whatever they want to believe in. You know, you see the families or the marriages, right, where the husband has no clue what spirituality is. He's, you know, he has an idea because his wife is outside, you know, dancing in circles and, you know, chanting sometimes and doing spells or whatever. If she does that, you know, his wife could be a witchy woman, you know. But the husband, he's a labor guy, right? And he has no idea, but he lets her do her thing, you know. He lets her have her altars and her space or her gardens and stuff like that, her crystal collection. And the husband's just like, yep, that's what she likes to do, you know. That's what she believes in. She believes in that rock over there does this, you know. I don't know what it is, but you know, some of y'all could end up having a relationship like that actually, which is actually really sweet, okay? Because I think that when you're dating somebody, even if you have different religious beliefs, you should be able to like just be yourselves, okay? Religion should not overtake your relationship unless you are like a diehard Christian couple and you met at church or you met, you know, through some Christian dating app or whatever. But that's not what we're talking about, okay? We're not Christian mingle over here, okay? So if you are Christian mingling on that app or whatever, good for you, okay? But we're spiritual over here, so that's not really, they don't really mix, okay? Um anyways, let's see. But yeah, some of y'all could actually end up with somebody or dealing with somebody who is actually very understanding, even though they have no clue what the hell you're talking about when it comes to whatever you believe in. It could be astrology, as simple as that. You know, you might be talking to this person like, yeah, I'm a da 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 sun. I'm a, you know, Virgo North Node. I'm a, you know, a Libra 11th house. Those are my placements. But, and this person's like, okay, cool. And they're actually not judging you. So that's good, okay? Let's see. So you're respecting each other's differences, okay? Because, you know, sometimes, you know, Catholic people or religious people, they're like, oh, that's the devil. That's the devil's work. Just keep that juju away from me. And it's like, nobody's doing nothing bad to you, okay? Chill out. Like, it's so annoying. People who instantly, like, demonize spirituality, it's they look psychotic, do they not? Okay. All right, let's see what else is going on for my collective's love life for the next 7 days. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, somebody sees your potential. Okay, you're going to be dealing with somebody who really sees your potential, who's able to meet you halfway. Okay, I'm also hearing that meet me halfway Black Eyed Peas song. Okay, some of y'all could be eating Black Eyed Peas. And that's funny, I just mentioned that musician is at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, you could be meeting somebody who either really likes music or, you know, they may be someone who makes music themselves, okay? Or you could share a love language of music also with this person, okay? Like you guys might enjoy the same type of songs or genres, okay? Let's see. When it comes to love, you might be meeting somebody for a drink, okay? Or you might be out with friends, actually, having a drink, okay? What's that about? Oh, be careful if you're out with friends having drinks, okay? In the next 7 days, there could be something legal, okay? Or somebody needs to be careful of their drinking with friends, okay? However, you know, when you go out with your girls or whatever, sometimes then there's that 1 or 2 people who get way too fucked up. And then you got to be like, come on, Sarah, what the fuck, you know? And it's just a whole thing, okay? So, and if that's you, just be careful, okay? Watch how much you drink if you do go out, okay? Let's see. Yeah, because some of y'all got work in the morning. Okay. What else is going on for my collective for the next 7 days? Oh, some of y'all, another situation I'm getting is that if you're out with your friends, in the next 7 days or whenever this plays out for you, you could have a friend who, oh shit. You could have a friend who's purposely trying to cock block your connections. Like you might think somebody's really cute, right? Excuse me. And somebody's like, no, she's good. Bitch, if you don't get out of my face, I'm good. I'm good. I could talk to this one, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have a friend who is like overstepping. Like, yeah, they're being protective, but at the same time, like I said, be careful of a friend around your love life, okay? Like I said in the beginning, it's a frenemy, it's a snake, okay? You could have somebody purposely cock blocking your connections because whatever reason, they're jealous, they don't want to see you happy, okay? This is like somebody who will tell everybody that you remotely start speaking to in public, no, she's good. She doesn't, she doesn't want to talk to you. And it's like, what do you, get the fuck out of my face? I like friends like that, but I also don't like friends like that. You need to at least like nudge me, and be like, hey, are you okay? And if I say, yeah, I'm good, then leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you could have a friend who just does a little bit too much, okay, when it comes to trying to be protective. But in reality, it's like they're jealous because they're not getting attention or something, okay? Somebody could be in denial. Because I just heard like, denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay. Okay, so man or woman, be careful. You could have a friend who's a hater, a frenemy, a snake because they low-key want to be with you. If you're a woman, they low-key want to eat, coochie. They want your coochie. If you're a man, you might have a homeboy who's a little, you know, booty bandit. So just be aware, okay? And you might be like, no, my homeboy would never. That's gay. Yeah, he's gay, okay? Like, that's not the first time I've gotten messages like, and I've seen the shit play out too, with people dealing with partners that are just gay, and that's okay. But, if you're a straight person or claiming to be a straight person and you're actually gay, that's not okay. You need to go be with who you want to be with and stop, causing issues. If you're a gay man, go be with a man. Stop being with women and causing them to, have to worry extra about their health. If you're a woman and you want to secretly be a woman, oh, what? Whoa. Okay. I meant to say if you're okay, somebody could be trans or something. Nothing wrong with that, but okay. Hello. But somebody could be a woman on the DL too, because there are women who are DL, and that's the women that are often mean as fuck to you, and you don't know why, and you're like, why the fuck is this bitch mean as hell? Why are they always getting pissed off at me because I couldn't hang out today? That friend, okay? Watch for that friend. I'm just saying. Because, the friends that start to act like, you're their woman or their man, okay? Be careful. Mm-hmm. Somebody feels like it would be an honor to be with you. And I feel like it's your weird ass friend. Somebody has a weird ass friend. This is why I don't hang around folks. Okay, look, I'm telling you, chemistry, passion. Even if you're you know how sometimes like friends, especially like girls, I guess, like you can sleep in the same bed with your homegirl, or even if you're a guy, I've seen guys do it too, where they, share a bed or whatever with their homie. One of those homies or girlfriends is a little, they might be thinking some other thoughts, you know what I'm saying? It literally says things are heating up, somebody's feeling something, okay? Even if you're not trying to have somebody feel that way, I'm just saying. These messages don't come out for no reason, okay? Let's see, what else is going on for my collective for the next 7 days? I'm telling you, it's a friend. Squad, reconciliation, close friends. It's a close friend, okay? Oh my God. This is somebody who's always on your back, like, or always like trying to see what you're up to, trying to go wherever you go. Okay, you see this pig right here and how this bird is just chilling on his back? This is a friend who's like on your ass. Like I said, like the example I just said, if you can't hang out with a friend that day, they're gonna like flip on you, or act like, they're your man or they're your girl or something. So just be careful, okay? I feel like somebody doesn't want me to say that. But anyways, let's see. What's going on for my collective for the next 7 days? Some of y'all need to not procrastinate, okay? This is a work message now. Some of y'all need to be careful when you procrastinate when it comes to your work, whether you actually work for somebody or yourself, okay? You might be having a little bit too much patience, okay? Which turns into procrastination. You're like, oh, you know, it can wait. It can wait. And then next thing you know, you're like this guy, like stressed out. You got too much work on your plate, okay? You got too many papers to deal with and whatnot, okay? So just make sure to get things done in a timely manner so that you're not stressed out later on, okay? Because I feel like you guys keep pushing something back, okay? And then you're gonna regret it, okay? You're gonna regret it. All right, let's see what's going on for my collective. Look, patience, it's not time yet. It is time, collective. Whoever this relates to, it is time. You need to do it now, okay? Or start doing it now. I'm telling you, somebody has like a weird ass friend. We got groupie. Oof. Okay. Lipstick evidence, caught betrayal. Clarify lipstick evidence here. Oh my god. I'm telling you, you have a weird ass friend. And let this play out, okay? Because it's timeless. But somebody has a weird ass friend. They're purposely causing blockages in your love life, okay? Or if you're wondering like why does every connection that I have fall apart? It's because this weirdo bitch or dude is coming behind you, or you know, talking to your partners, or if you have somebody around you that is always like by you while you're meeting a new lover, you cannot trust them, okay? I don't care if you're like, that's my homegirl, da, da, da. It's not your homegirl, okay? This is somebody who does like manipulative shit to cause blockages within your life. And they may even, you see this man with the lipstick stains all over his face? They may even be the type of woman, or hopefully not a man, okay, it could be a gay man too, who wants your men. That's a thing too. Uh-huh. Okay, if you know, you know. But you see all the lipstick all over his face? This could be someone who you call a friend who will go sleep with your man or whoever you're interested in because they want to be with you so bad. If you know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. Somebody could be from the South too. Let's see. Sometimes people become so obsessive toward their friends or somebody that they will literally do weird ass shit like that to try to be closer to you. Even if that means sleeping with your man or your woman. You know, it's a thing. I promise you. Okay. Let's see. What else is going on for my collective for the next 7 days? Look, cuffing season reversed. You could have almost had like a lot of relationships go to the next level, but because something about your weird ass friend has transpired over and over, because they keep doing weird shit to cause blockages between you and whoever you try to date, you don't have a relationship. I'm telling you, okay? Let's see. What else is going on? We're going to go to the what's hidden part because it's becoming too long. This reading is almost 40 minutes. Because I could go on forever if I'm doing a collective reading. Let's see. So let's see. Anything else for my collective's love life? Yeah, and look what just came out. Procrastinate. Stop procrastinating, okay? Especially when it comes to your work. It's not going to feel good when you have to, you know, stress out and struggle and have a breakdown because you know, didn't want to do something earlier. Okay, so let's see. I think that's partially like what's hidden is the fact that you have a weird ass friend, okay, who wants to live in your skin, eat your coochie, or suck your dick, okay? Let's see. Let's get one more deck, and then we're going to do what's hidden, and then we're going to wrap it up. And I will be doing a Cash Up Live at noon, okay? So make sure to join. It is only $6 for a mini, $10 for a full reading if you just want one question, okay? All the information is in the pinned comment, or you can get 3 questions for just $15 flat, okay? So, you know, and if you want 6 questions, you could do the 15 and 15. That would still be $30, you know, dollars, but it is up to you, okay? So Make sure to read the pinned comment, okay, and Nightbot messages that are posted there. So all the information's there. And no, I do not have anything other than Cash App, Chime, or PayPal, okay? Nothing else. If it's not listed on the thing, I don't have it. All right? No super chats ever, okay? If anybody sends a super chat, I won't be, you can't, I'm not doing it, okay? Because I specifically say in the chat every time in the message, no super chats, okay? And that's okay for the few people that have sent it already. I told them after, okay? But please, that's why I ask you guys to read the intro message, the pinned message, you know, that's in the chat when you enter it, okay? So no super chats. If you guys send a super chat for a reading, I'm not gonna, it's not gonna, we're not doing that, okay? Because I already told you guys, and the information's the in the chat, okay? So let's see what's hidden for my collective for the next 7 days. Anything else? Some of y'all could be from California, okay? You might be crossing a really big bridge, okay? Or a really long bridge, okay? If some of y'all are in school, something may be very confusing for you. Or you might be trying to pass something when it comes to like school or schooling, a class, a course, okay? You might be trying to pass something that is really confusing for you, okay? So for those of you who are in classes or something like that, you know, something may be hard for you to understand, okay? I don't know what that's about, but yeah, we have emotional intelligence. It could also be because maybe somebody around you that's like teaching you something is like not that smart, okay? You know, because just because you have a degree in something doesn't mean that you're qualified to give advice on everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and you have to like be careful around those people because you know somebody could show you a certificate or I'm certified and blah blah blah, and somebody doesn't know how to even explain or teach whatever it is that they're trying to show others, which is crazy. You know, it's kind of like you could have a manager too who's like, um, this person is, you know the managers who, if they had to get out on the line and do the work, they would have a hard time because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But because they took the class, they got the certification to say, hey, I can tell you what to do. You might have a manager like that or a teacher like that of some sort, okay? So your own teacher or your own boss or something could be, hello? Like, do you even know? Like, how did you get this job? How did you get this position? Okay. So some of y'all might be confused as to like how somebody's able to teach other people certain things when they don't have a fucking clue what the hell they're talking about. Like the students may know more than this teacher, or the employees may know more about the company than this actual boss, you know? That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. That's a problem. That's a problem. You might already know this, okay? People could be watching in the background. What else is hidden for my what else is hidden for my collective for the next 7 days? Yeah, if somebody is in a relationship and they're not even sexually satisfied, or if you're not sexually satisfied, I see you walking away from that. I see you finally releasing that, okay? Um we have sex shop, reverse, relationship, same shit, different day, and release. So if y'all are dealing with somebody and you're not happy in the bedroom, if you're in a relationship or not, I see you letting go finally. Okay, good for you. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Leo placement, okay? Y'all are too attractive to be dealing with somebody who doesn't please you. What the fuck? Because I'm getting like, I'm seeing this like, she's really beautiful in this card. There's nothing wrong with your physical, okay, collective. If somebody can't do something for you in the bedroom, that's, I'm not seeing anything crazy here, but because I'm seeing somebody have like very vanilla sex. This is like very basic sex, like missionary, maybe doggy style. And somebody's just like, they can't even do that. Ew. Ugh. God, I hate when, nope. You could be dealing with the Taurus. This is also, be careful of people who, please don't fall for this dumb shit, okay? But I know there could be people of, different ages on my channel. Please don't fall for the people or the men who say a whole bunch of shit over text. Saying, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna do that to you. Yeah, my dick is blah, 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 it's so big, da, da, da. And then you get there in person and nothing happens that they said. Um, I block people like that. Especially pay attention to people who overly like hype themselves up. Usually people with good sex, good dick, good coochie don't go out and here they don't go out here and brag about it 24/7. Okay? I'm just saying. If something's good, you actually want to keep it more to yourself, because then people get like crazy over you or obsessive and weird towards you. It's a whole thing. So when something's good, and if your coochie or privates, is that good, you wouldn't be out here trying to be like proving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it could be a man though. It could be a man, a Taurus. Doesn't have to be, but it could be somebody who is like, uh-uh. None of that is true. And we literally have no facts, make shit up, lies. Never has the facts. This is like somebody who will overly talk about how good they are at this and that, even if it's not sex related, okay? But I am getting something sex related, okay? Somebody could be saying, oh, I'm really good at this, or anybody who's trying to overly prove themselves, unless they're being attacked and they do need to defend themselves. That's different. But this is like somebody unprovoked. My dick is so big, my coochie's so good. I have good I was about to say poochie. Ew. Okay, but you know what I'm saying. I have good coochie, pussy, okay, whatever you want to call it. If somebody's got to always say that, might wonder, you need to wonder why, okay? Y'all know what I'm saying. Because actually, a lot of people could be uninterested in this person and actually afraid to touch them or not wanting to touch them. We got fear of touch and uninterested. So if somebody's coochie or dick is that good, why are people upset with their, why do they not want to touch them? Hmm? You know, there could be gossip about this. I'm seeing this bird on my roof right now. He looks oddly large. Ew. Birds creep me out. Okay, but anyways, overall collective, before we go, you might be kicking somebody out because they lied. They lied. Yeah, uninvited guest, okay? Somebody lied about their sex, their credentials. Yeah, even if it comes to the work, they lied. Or they overly tried to claim something that's not the case. Even if you're like applying somewhere and you lie on your application, you're gonna get caught. If you don't have an actual clue what you're doing, or if you don't actually have those credentials or requirements met, it's gonna show. It's going to show in your performance, okay? So somebody could have lied on their application, on their something. It could be even not work related. It could be an application to something. It could be food stamps, it could be section A, it could be what else is there? Somebody could have lied on their what the fuck is it called? Oh, like a the lease, okay, or for a house or something, okay? Somebody lied and it's gonna show. So if you're thinking about lying on a paper or on an application or something, collective, don't, okay? Because you're gonna get caught and you're gonna be embarrassed, and then you're gonna be like, oh no, I don't have a home, or oh no, I don't have a job, or oh no, I don't have a lover because I told him my dick was 8 inches when it was 3, so be careful, okay? Anyways, I'm going back to bed. I'll be up in a couple hours to I'm sorry. Some of y'all may need to stretch or crack your back, okay? Um but I'll be back in a couple hours, okay, to do the Cash App live. And yes, I will be live for hours, but I do prefer if you guys join sooner, okay? So take these messages. It's a timeless reading, okay? Let things play out. Like I said, sometimes messages can play out around you. It could be somebody, outside of you too, Um, I pick up on energies, all right? So that's what I got for you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see y'all later. Okay, and look what song is playing. Pillow Talking by Lil Dicky. Okay, Lil Dicky, y'all, there's no coincidence. Okay, Lil Dicky, and Pillow Talking. Someone just talking a whole bunch of shit or about some nonsense. Okay, and you might get into an argument with somebody because that song is actually funny as fuck. If you guys go listen to it, Pillow Talking by Lil Dicky. Okay. He's like, do you fuck with the war? Okay, yeah. So some of y'all might be having a little debate with your with like a sneaky link or oh my god, I'm telling you, this adds up. Okay, somebody, you guys could be having a, it's like, why are we arguing about this? I just met you. Okay, so y'all may already like act like a couple with somebody low key, but I still see somebody like getting kicked to the curb because they lied, or like the argument is going to be so dumb or so petty that it's like, we argued more than we had sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Okay, so anyways, I'll see y'all later. We're going to end it there. You guys have a good one. Bye. Cash Up Live in 3 hours. Okay, bye.